electricity through this one, then we will get what electricity we will get sodium hydroxide, chlorine and hydrogen, and this chlorine is deposited from this anode and hydrogen is from cathode, okay, along with sodium hydroxide which is produced nearby the cathode. Okay, so the aqueous solution of NaCl we can call it as aqueous solution of NaCl. Solution of NaCl we can call it as brine solution. Okay, brine solution, and this reaction is also called as chlor-alkali reaction. Okay, that means within this reaction we are getting chlorine gas and sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is actually a base or alkali, so we can say this reaction as chlor-alkali reaction according to the product form. Okay, so during this reaction we are getting sodium hydroxide, chlorine and hydrogen gas. So this sodium hydroxide can be used for the preparation of detergents, soaps, like that. Okay, and there are so many other uses also. Along with this we are getting chlorine gas which is used for this bleaching purposes, purification of water, that means to kill the germs. We are using in textile industry, in paper industry we are using this chlorine gas. Okay, that means for bleaching purposes. Okay, and along with this for disinfectants we are using chlorine, and along with this we are getting hydrogen gas which is mainly used for the preparation of ammonia. Okay, so from this sodium chloride we are getting these many products, and these many products are used for different purposes in our daily life. Okay, that means these products can be used for the preparation of some other chemicals. Okay, so let's deal about this chemicals which is obtained from mainly from this common salt. Okay, so now I am rubbing this one. So we can start with bleaching powder. Bleaching powder. Okay, so you have heard about this slaked lime, right? So we are taking dry slaked lime. Its chemical formula is calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice, and we are passing this chlorine gas, and this chlorine gas is obtained from the above reaction. From the chlor-alkoxy reaction we are getting chlorine as the product, right? And that chlorine is used for the production of this bleaching powder. Okay, so calcium hydroxide, that is actually dry slaked lime, we are reacting it with chlorine gas and we are getting CaOCl2 plus H2O. What is this CaOCl2? This is bleaching powder. This is bleaching powder. Okay. Okay, so we can use this bleaching powder within this textile industry. Textile industry actually for bleaching the clothes. Okay, so we are using this bleaching powder in textile industry. In paper industry we are using. That means we are taking wood pulp, and after bleaching of this wood pulp we are using it for paper production. So we can use it for within this paper industry or paper production. Along with the textile industry we can use to kill germs in water. To kill germs in water, that is for bleaching of water. We can purification of water within one step. Within the purification of water, in one step we are using this bleaching powder to kill the germs within that water. Okay, so we are using this bleaching powder for these many purposes. Okay, so we can use this NaOH, chlorine and hydrogen for different product formation, right? So this chlorine is actually mainly used for bleaching powder preparation. What is the chemical formula for bleaching powder? CaOCl2. Okay, so I am rubbing this one. And the next product is baking soda. Baking soda. Okay. So what is baking soda? How many of you know about the baking soda? Mainly in kitchen we will use this baking soda, right? To increase the volume, or okay, or in cake production, or in bread formation, bread making and cake making, we will normally use this baking soda, right? Okay, so in normally if you are familiar within the kitchen, you will know about this baking soda. Okay, so we will use this baking soda mainly in kitchen. Okay, so what is the chemical formula of baking soda? NaHCO. Okay, sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so how can we prepare this baking soda from the previous products? So here we can take sodium hydroxide. Here we can take this sodium hydroxide. Okay,